Alright, checking in with Legendology. Diamond 2, Diamond 3 player. This is a tough 3-round match. Let's take a look and see what happens.
Ball incoming. Take and hold the oddball to score.
I don't know if these menus... Off the start, I feel like you're playing a little passive. Like, we take a whole lot of time to just kind of stand here. And just kind of wait. I like to think about openings as like, let's push the line as fast as possible. Obviously, off the starts on recharge or on live fire, we have the sniper to play for. We have the ball bottom mid. Like, just get into the action, make something happen. Like, if you come over here and fight this guy and we trade, that's completely fine with me. I want to make some quick notes here. It's first death of the game, and you did jump during the fight, so keep that in mind. It will come up again later. All right, so on this life, every one of your teammates are already up. I like to say we want to be even with our teammates, so you are a late spawner. Your job is to just get up, like take a very direct route, get up the map as fast as possible. Teammates get a kill. Again, just keep holding forward. This is all fine to me. This looks good. Give an assist, just get in there, go finish this guy. If we kill him, then get the ball.
Hold on to that and we win.
Very critical moment here. I can tell you that enemies can be spawning like anywhere on the map, obviously. The one spot they will not be spawning is this wall right here. So we need to start using the line of sight that we have. Like, actually be one of the best lessons that Tiberius Oddly, if you go check him out on YouTube, will teach you is that the ball carrier is a combatant. And what that means is, like, even though you got the ball in your hands, you've got to be part of what's going on. Like, you should be looking around the map and trying to get information for your teammates, trying to do something. Like, you can see there's so many things happening around you that you could be involved in, but you're not. Like, there's a one shot, there's two guys pushing you. Like, we could have already killed this one shot, we could have been involved, but instead we're just hanging out, like staring at walls. So use your eyes, even if you're not using your gun, and be ready to drop that ball and shoot people.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
This is all fine. I do think, like, in general, you had two teammates here, you had one teammate here. Again, you're kind of holding positions and being like reactive, like, okay, is someone going to shoot me? Whereas if you and this teammate are just both hitting this together, we probably kill the ball carrier. Similarly, if you spawn up here and your two teammates are in front of you, if you guys just both hit this together, we probably kill this guy. Instead, you kind of halfway do it. You do get a guy really weak, and now you're in the fight with your teammate, but you're late, so your teammate dies. So even though you get the kill, your teammate is now dead. Takes one of our numbers off the map. But overall, you got 2 kills. I like the idea to reroute, check the perimeter, get behind them. Nice. This is readable, and I don't know that you know that there's a guy at B here, but the ball's in the middle of the map heading towards C. If they're dribbling the ball, they're not going to spawn near the ball. Quick note on carrying the ball. If you are about to have your teammates spawn, you will spawn them away from you if you're not holding the ball. The ball is actually a spawn blocker if it's not in your hands. If it's in your hands, your teammates will spawn near you. But we're at A. They're running the ball to C, so their spawners are likely not to spawn here, which means they could spawn at dummy or at mud, or they can spawn at B. And you're going to casually like walk out B and not have a clue that there's a guy here. And then there's another guy here, mud dupe as well. But the solution is pretty easy. Like, you've got teammates here, we've got numbers, let's just go fight with them. We don't have to go take a different lane. Like, you could be in this fight, finishing this guy with your teammate, and then running at the ball carrier. We choose a different lane for basically no reason.
Enemy has the ball. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming.
Other than to just say we're doing something different.
We have the ball.
And, like, I mean, it all works out. We get the ball, but a better team's gonna punish that more.
Ball dropped. Gained the lead.
Nice snipe. Ooh. Unlucky. I don't know what your melee's bound to, but I've noticed 2 times in this game that you have missed a melee. Like, you've been late to melee the guy. And sometimes that happens, especially if you're on like Xbox or something. Sometimes you're just not going to get your melee trades like you should, but keep that in mind too. Again, like, real simple to me. Follow the leader whenever you're grouped up with your teammates instead of like venturing off on your own. Given I think this is a better route to approach this from. I just go with my teammate. Like, we just double hit this together. We kill this guy or back him down, and then we go kill this guy. Instead, like, he's gonna run out by himself, and you're gonna get caught by a guy who's flanking. And he fives you, which is gonna happen sometimes. But you could just be in the fight with your teammates now.
Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming.
I think there's a few ways to think about this too. Like, you spawn away, you got 3 teammates alive. You know, we just got 2 kills, and they just killed a 3rd. So we can go straight towards the ball. We could also go this way and like block more spawns, force them to spawn like deep A or at overshield. And then we can start shooting them for free up spawn and eventually work our way to the new ball. I assume they're going to spawn dummies, yeah. So you could have blocked those spawns and given them a harder path to get to the ball. Instead, you're getting shot in the back by those guys because you didn't block it. I think if there's not like a real clear reason why you should be running through the middle of the map, almost always the goal should be to like take the perimeter.
Enemy halfway to victory.
We got 2 people down, they're 4 up. It's definitely not time to fight yet. Like, you want to delay fighting, so this is good. You reset your timing with your teammate. Oh yeah, that looked really good. Oh, this looks fantastic. Oh my god, this looks so good. It's like the best fight I've ever seen in any VOD review. And I've watched people from gold all the way up through like really high onyx. That was beautiful. You guys cleared everything together. If anyone's watching this and wants to know how you reset a fight, like, this is absolutely perfect. Like, we're 2 down, so we can't fight yet. And yes, you can argue, like, if these guys are not just all grouped up and 4, like, going this way is a little risky because you're probably going to get shot back by this guy. But, you know, hang out here, wait on my teammate, and then we hit it together. So we're going to come up. Top mid. Again, tuck ourselves into a corner. We went as far as we can. Ryan, who likes to say, expand the map as much as possible without taking a fight, which is what we're doing. We're even with our other teammate too. And I don't know if this is all going through your head, but like, this is like perfect, like super high level Halo. Like, you are equal distance from the enemy as all of your surviving teammates. And then when your teammate's ready, we're double hitting this lane out. This is beautiful. Follow the leader, reload my gun in transition. We hit this corner together. Boom, excellent. Just an absolutely perfect play. So kudos for that one.
Translocator en route.
And we go back to our corner and we start staring at a wall. Like, this, if you take anything from this VOD review, and I think there's going to be a few things, like, this is going to have to be like fixed. Like, you can't stand and stare at a wall. Like, just look at the doorway, hold your body here, and just be like, okay, I'm checking dummies. I don't have any teammates with line of sights on dummies, so I'm going to watch this. And then if you do have a teammate over here, then you can say, okay, I'm going to help this way. Or, you know, I'm going to look big door. Like, use your eyes to be part of the action. Instead, we're going to set in a corner. Like, this guy's getting so much free space for like, no reason at all. Like, he's just practically on top of you, and he just never would have made it through there. And your teammate's already got 2 kills on the other side of the map. So if we take care of our side, like, things are going to work out. And I say all that, and you win because this is a Diamond 2 lobby, and Diamond 2 players hate me because they make really dumb plays. But if that guy's any better at the game at all, like, you're dead for sure because you're standing and looking at the corner. Whereas you could have been ready for that fight the entire time.
Ball dropped.
It's yours. Keep it that way to score.
And see, like, you do get active in this fight. Like, you were more active in looking around here, but once again, we're still staring at walls. So, like, we go back after we get the kill. Like, now you're, like, actively looking at stuff. Like, I'm looking at Edor, and oh, I see my teammate shooting over here, and like all this is really good awareness, like shooting these guys back, shooting that guy back. Beautiful, like, again, like there's so many good things about your gameplay. Like, you were as small as you could possibly be here, like crouched down, hugging cover, and pinpointing a one shot. It was beautiful. Teammate gets a trade. Again, like, you can also like think about where your teammates are at relatively and just understand where the spawns are coming from. So hopefully this will help you some too. So we're in game coach here. You've got the ball, small window. You have a teammate like way out this direction. And I believe your other teammate was like sandbags or something, and someone's dead. So like immediately to me, this screams, if we're looking at the primary spawn areas, again, we got like back A / big door, we got back green, we got mud, we have dummies, then we have like overshield. Enemies are always going to spawn in the spawn point as far away from possible as the closest enemy if they can. So if everything else is equal, I would expect spawns to be here because your teammate is blocking these spawns, you're blocking these spawns, and we're kind of close enough that this feels less likely than this over here. And obviously this is like a fallback spawn. So if instead of like hanging out staring at walls, you're like up in this window looking, like, we can get that information immediately. The other option is just understanding, hey, my teammates are pushing away from me. I should be between them. So you can go to green. Rule of thumb for me with oddball is always have a person on both sides of the ball. So you want to put your ball carrier between your teammates. So you getting yourself and the ball in between your two surviving teammates would actually make things better. So you can actually start to rotate early here before the enemy starts spawning.
Gain the lead.
Instead, they're going to spawn. They actually did spawn that camo, and he's just pushing straight through because we're not looking at it at all.
Enemy has the ball. Ball
And we die.
dropped. Enemy has the
Teammates
ball.
are still getting kills.
Ball dropped.
Yeah, like, we still have reasonable numbers on the map. Like, getting with your surviving teammate works. Also, like, catching them in transition is fine with me. I think, like, awareness that camo's up and understanding, like, I should shoot this way first. Like, we'll deal with the ball carrier in a second. Like, these are two of the freest skills you'll ever get because you're pinching them with your teammates. But we're going to come fight the ball. Unfortunately, his teammate spawns with him. Now you're, like, just in the middle of so many people, and they have no idea that you're there.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Getting into the
Carrier down.
we just have to go forward mode of the match. I still think like there's probably a better approach to go like through this way, but like at the same time you can pick up all of these grenades. You decide not to pick those two grenades up, which looks like we shot them anyways. But yeah, unfortunately that's the first round. Some solid things, some not so solid things, but a lot of stuff to build on.
We've come back from
Grab the
worse.
green gun. I think having your bandit out right now is a good idea, but I like the green gun too. I pick it up a whole lot. I feel like off the opening it might not be as effective because people are just in random spots. No, again, like so much jumping. Like this is a perfect example. You've jumped on a lot of lives. You haven't really lost fights other than the first one I called out earlier, but you have been jumping so much. If you just keep your feet on the ground, you'll win more of these fights.
Active.
We're all up. Your teammate's playing for sniper. There's also a camo, so like going this way is completely fine. Going sandbags, looking at camo, like there's a bunch of options here. Yeah, this is good. Teammate, like, he just lets you grab camo, things work out a whole lot better. Fortunately, he gives up his life, and then you're gonna have to burn the camo because of it.
We have the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
GC Bear is like super early to this fight. I like that you're taking a perimeter. Unfortunately, your teammates are early, but you get a huge kill. Nice shots.
Seize them.
I don't know if you knew you were getting shot out there, but it's weird that you turned around. They're definitely not spawning dummies. I always feel like going this way is so hard. Like, you kind of just have to wait on your teammate to make something happen, or let your other teammate get further up the map. Like, hanging out here and maybe looking Kedor, like blocking off the line of sight to the sniper. It's a good idea. There's also a nade. Anytime you see like weird ramps like this, it almost always indicates that there's a grenade that you can throw off stuff. Same with like these back walls. You can bounce grenades to like the back of this. If you just throw a grenade into this, it'll blow up like right here in this guy's face. Again, nice shots. Like, everything I say, like, you seem to be able to shoot your gun better than the guys at this lobby, which means hopefully we can make some pretty quick improvement once we get some of these ideas in your head about like where to play and what to do.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Nice shots again. We're gonna turn this around and win it.
Another trophy.
Okay, he just naded himself. Definitely like playing too passively now. Like, we just got 3 kills, and again, I don't know that you're watching the kill feed, but you know that you just got 2 kills. Like, just go forward, run at the ball. This is a good time to not take a perimeter, just be very aggressive. It's a 4v1 right now, and your teammate just spawned here, so that tells you that the most likely spawn for the enemy is going to be B. But if we don't get into A, it's also possible they all just spawn back A, and then we'll have to kill them again. So the further that we go away from the ball, the more likely they are to just spawn right with their teammate. Yeah.
We have the ball.
So they all spawn B. Again, like, it's not so much that you're playing bad here. It's just like, do you have a plan every moment? So we come out dummies. There's no one here. We could also have just went this way and then got behind their spawners and started fighting their spawners and make it even harder for them to like stagger even further. Like, it was a 4v1. Your teammates cleared the ball. You chose not to go forward. Okay, so we can play for the spawners. They just killed a guy, which means he's 8 seconds behind all of these guys. So if we can get a trade on one of these guys, that puts them even further staggered. But instead, like, before we get into anything, we're going to let them all spawn up and kind of compound that because our teammate just dies for free.
Friends locator en route.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Definitely awkward. Again, a lot of jumping, a lot of like, just come around this corner confidently.
Enemy has.
Don't worry about the melee. Like, he's still weak. Just shoot him. But you hit him with a grenade. Unfortunately, you jump and die. Teammates are already in. You're collapsing forward, like right at the same pace. That all looks good. They're 3 dead.
Active camo inbound.
Oh, I love this. Like, just flying in while you're one shot because you know where the last guy's at. Really like it. Now I don't like it so much because you're starting to just fall back into space that we already control. This is what we call like negative space. Like, the second he dies, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go block B. Like, I want to block B, force them to spawn like mud or dummies, and then we can play off that information. So, or like, you stand here or like back here, and then these guys spawn mud and they just start like casually running forward, and you start getting shots in their side and in their back. But instead, we're going to
We have the ball.
not get any of that, basically, because we're just collapsing back into our space. So now they're like getting a full perimeter spawn. So he spawns elbow, his teammate spawns B. Like, the game gives them a perimeter so that they can collapse on you, whereas this perimeter never happens if you're just sitting here blocking the spawn. Like, they spawn away from the ball even further. Instead, they're going to get in through B quickly for free because we're not blocking that lane. Also breaking the cardinal rule of have a teammate on each side of the ball carrier so that we know where the pressure is coming from. You would have been this edge player. Instead, the ball carrier is going to be the first person to get into a battle, which is not good for us at all. And like, all of this, like, we have
Spike obtained.
numbers, we have camo, we have everything. It's not going to matter because they just get through B
Ball dropped.
for free because you're not over there.
Halfway way to victory.
So definitely a moment of learning here for you is just understanding when we get numbers, we want to spread out really wide and block as many spawns as we can to force them into bad spots. And normally the best answer to like, what do I want to block, is I want to put them as far away from the ball as possible. And I also want to be a buffer for my ball carrier. I want to be between the guy and the ball. I don't want them to be able to get to the ball for free. I've been praising your shot a whole lot this game. I think this is a time where you just got to play the cover better. First off, sniper's up, so you could just go play for sniper, which would have been completely fine. But if we opt to not play for sniper, then we also have to recognize, like, it's a 4v3 right now. We're down numbers. We're definitely too early to this fight, too. Like, our other teammate decides to play for sniper. But the other thing is, drift in this cover like it's a magnet. Like, hold your body against the wall. So you're isolating this, and then if you want to fight this guy, you can isolate this. Want to shoot that. Like, you're too far away from the cover. So you're like exposed to more than one angle where, and you get a kill out of it, which is fine. But if you're hugging that, you probably kill the first guy and you're still alive, and you might be able to get a melee. You might be able to get a couple shots in on the second guy. Okay, he QT'd out. I don't know if you saw it, and then your teammate just absolutely laid you out with a grenade, which is unfortunate.
Quantum translocator inbound.
Nice. Again, massive numbers right now. It's a 3v0 or a 3v1, I'm not sure, but we need to just go straight forward. The ball's there. They just got a spawner. Unfortunately, the ball reset. And now, like, you should feel like it's a little early to go to the ball because they're all spawned up. But you hit a guy, your teammate just gets a kill. Probably can get the ball out now. Yeah, two dead.
It's yours. Keep it that way to score.
Looks good to me. Now look, we're in the middle of the setup, so things are going to work out really well for us. Your teammate just died that direction, so you should know the pressure's coming that way. We don't need to read like the instructions on this box here. We need to just be focused on like what's going on over here. And if you're just ready for this, like in like the third time this game that you've set the window and you've chose not to look at anything, if you're just ready, like this guy's already two-shot, like you can kill him. Instead, he's getting so much space for free because we're just so preoccupied with nothing. And then finally, like once we recognize he's here, it's too late because both him and his teammate are just pushing this out together.
All dropped.
An ally has slain the carrier. Active camo available.
Managed to kill Camo, which is huge. I don't... Crazy that Goofy Cashew doesn't see that guy, but again, we're alive. They're two dead. Man, if you could just really live here, things would be so much better. Like, you did so much on this life. You killed a Camo guy. You get another guy one shot. Like, your job is done. Just hang out, get your shields back. Ryan's got the 2-second rule. It takes 4 seconds to get your shields back. If you haven't been shot for 2 seconds, like just get your shields back. And the easiest way to do that is just hug this wall. Like hug this or get up here and hug this. But you're kind of just hanging out in no man's land. And like you're still looking for someone to fight. And you really don't need to. Like you did so much. They can't get the ball. Teammate trades. And you're a little early. You're also like walking into the unknown. I just talked to Thermogenic about this, who's started out at a similar level to you, and he's already 1600 Onyx. He's been doing some coaching with me, but like you're walking this way, but you're walking into an area that we don't have anyone, so we don't know that it's safe over here. So you can't like expose your body this direction while you're trying to look at this. Like you need to be hard focused on this. And then like cut that line of sight, like put your body up against this pillar so that they don't see you, and then you can fight this guy. But you're gonna get double teamed here. Again, you still managed to get a kill. Way too much jumping. But it shows, like, you've got the gun skill to be, like, way above this level. We just gotta work on a little bit of the awareness stuff.
Power items now available.
Yeah, I like the decision to go mud here. Get the green gun. I wish, like, you would have went mud like 5 seconds ago, not even looked at the door. We would have been here a whole lot earlier and probably caught some of these guys, but this is all fine with me. The decision to back up. You can stay on your feet when you want to. Just need to make that like an active habit for all the time.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Get a guy one shot, get another guy one shot, like this. You taking the weak side here, and this is just something for anyone watching, is like really instructive. Like, it's a 3-by-1 very clearly, so your job is to like contain them and herd them into a spot to where all your teammates can fight them, and that's what you're doing. And again, I don't know that you're actively aware of it, but like this is like really solid gameplay. Again, there's some questions about mechanics and jumping and all those kind of things, but like you're making it to where they have nowhere to go and your teammates can just collapse on them. So your teammates were the hammer and you were essentially the, you know, the board or whatever. Like you're keeping everyone in containment between you and your teammates. Now your job is to get forward, again, block these B spawns and cut off this line of sight. Like you want to play outside your lane, so you're sitting here and you're letting everyone who wants to come through this lane just run right past you, and then you start shooting them in the back and they hate their life because they're just going to die for free. So you completely shut off B altogether if you set here or you set like back here, so no one can approach B from any direction. And then all your teammates have to do is just worry about the other side of the map. So it's the 3-lane map. Obviously we got this, we got top mid, bottom mid, and then we got this. And you're cutting one of those lanes completely off if you just expand the map. Instead, you're kind of just walking through and hanging out, and you're fighting like down your lane. So this guy's going to get shots on you straight on, and you're going to die because you're choosing to fight him head on. Like you are like, hey, I'm going to fight you this way, whereas this is setting him up for a trap. Like, we're letting him walk out here because we want him to get into this dead space where he has no cover and he has nothing to play off of. And then we can start shooting him once he's committed to that. We're also guaranteeing ourselves first shot if we set here. Obviously, if he's a little higher level player, maybe he comes back green and checks all of this first. But all of that is wasted time that our ball carrier is still getting ball time, and the round's about to end. Instead, we choose to go this way and just fight head on. So like the guy is ready for the fight. We're making this a 50-50 fight, whereas this is like a 80-20, 75-25 fight, like in our favor. So you need to start thinking about that as well. Like, we just have no reason to be in this area. We're also putting ourselves in that area where all the dead space is. Like, we have no cover to play off of. Your teammates managed to get kills out of it. Yeah, you get a kill. That's the round. That was a decent round. A lot of good things happened in that round.
Ball incoming.
We've got this in the bag, eh?
Note you're far more aggressive off this opening. Like, you are not being reactionary. You're being proactive and taking the fight to them. Instead of like setting up sandbags, like you're more ready for this fight. I think this is a pretty classic, and again, I don't harp on openings too much, but this is a pretty classic opening issue though, is like you need to commit to whatever you're going to do. Like if we're going to fight this guy, go fight him. You can't take 2 shots of damage and then turn around and come this way, because then you're just going to get killed by the second guy. But if you and your teammate both hit this direction together, we can go kill this guy for free. You can also just hard commit to going here and like fighting, because again, if you think about how they're spread out on the map, there's no way anyone can be here yet because they all spawn mud and they're just not ready for that. But take 2. cross mount points of damage and then die because of it.
We have the ball.
Teammates get a kill, we spawn A, sniper's still up. Again, we have no awareness of what's at B, but we're at least coming to play for camo. Nice shots. I like the pushing past camo. You definitely didn't need to reload there. I think you only shot 2 shots this life so far. My general rule is if you got like more than 7 bullets, you don't need to reload.
Ball dropped.
Allied carrier down.
Enemy has
I think we are kind of going on an adventure here as far as like we get a kill.
Active camo available.
The ball's here. Like we need to start thinking about cutting back towards our ball or cutting towards like where the enemy's at. And now our teammate just spawned here, so there's most likely not an enemy here. But like the further that we get away, as you can see, things are starting to get awkward. Like we're blocking these spawns. The guy just spawned in front of us. Like you need to just cut up the map and get like to this guy quicker. So you need to think about like just getting up the map to this guy quicker. They're all over your team and you're just like completely out of the fight. Your teammate died at B, so you knew there was somebody at B. Teammate does have camo, so like part of this all works out, but it's like you just missed the whole fight because you went on kind of a side quest to go grab the green gun and run around mud. You have to balance that. Like there's times to flank and things, but when the other team's already up, like the longer that we're out of the fight, the worse things are going to get because they're generally flowing towards our teammates.
enemy lost the lead. Ball dropped.
Okay, getting up the map. Again, we have numbers here. Like the longer that we take to actually get in and fight this guy, the worse things are going to get. And that's a good example of why, like,
Has the ball.
as we spawn up here, there's no one behind us, but because we're just like hanging out, like, oh, let's nade this guy, let's nade this guy. Like, they're 3 dead, and this guy just spawned, and he's gonna get to us before we get to the ball carrier. Like, I'm not worried about any of this. Like, if you want to throw a grenade at that guy, that's fine, but I'm just jumping off here, and I'm going to fight this guy. If I trade with him, that's completely fine with me and my team, but the longer that you take in this transition, the worse things are going to get. And the timing's almost fine, but you see how it ends up being bad because you're just a little slow. Like if you don't take the time to throw those grenades and just get into the fight, things work out so much better for us.
Enemy has the ball.
Mess that guy up with your strafe. Good awareness. Like you got a solid shot. Keep hitting guys. Nice. They're 3 dead.
We have the
Teammates
ball.
got the ball. Now you can start thinking about pushing past it. You can also think, and again, this is like really high level awareness, but you could have just saw that they picked up a QT on the other side of the map since there's an indicator on the QT, which would have given you some info about where they're at. Generally, though, if you're here and your teammates are going towards A with the ball, first, we are breaking the rule of the ball carrier. It needs to be between our teammates. So one of your teammates needs to be back over here, or we're just all rotating towards C. And maybe that's what's going to happen. But in general, like my idea is I'm dummies. They're probably spawning B, and I'm going to start cutting map. I can either go bridge and shoot them in the back if I've got enough time, or I'm going to cut like sandbags and go fight them.
Active camo inbound.
Instead, you're doing like way too much waiting, so they're just getting so much free space. I think there's at least been a couple times this match where it feels like if you just go a little bit faster, things will work out. Like you have the right idea, you just didn't pause and you like hold your space instead of just collapsing. And in general, if you just play with the mindset of I want to take close range fights, I think that will kind of solve some of these issues. Like just keep going forward until you see someone, and then once you see someone, you can decide, do I shoot them from a distance or do I go like close the gap, or do I just leave? But you're getting a whole lot of free space and just kind of standing still with it.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
It's kind of a tragedy. I know you wanted to kill the ball here, just miss while you're getting shot by a bunch of people.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Like all of this damage just doesn't matter because they're just going to keep backing up.
Ball dropped.
And just the way that I play this life is I want to fight them where the ball's at, like fight them from the objective, not fight them from a distance. So my immediate thought is like, sure, if this guy's shooting my teammate, I can shoot him, but I just want to get mud. And obviously I can hit this jump or whatever, and that's fine. But you don't even have to hit this jump. You can just go this way, go bottom tower, and get up, and like you're in the fight.
Enemy halfway to victory.
So like, shoot this guy as you're going forward, make him think you're coming this way, and then just head out this way. You can grab the green gun then, and you're just in the fight. But we're just really slow. Really slow to it.
Halfway to victory.
Teammate, again, is fighting Nest, which is not really good for us.
Slain the carrier.
We try to get through, we get called by camo, which just kind of sucks. But we're still getting kills off of
Enemy
it.
has the ball.
Got to go forward, get in line with your teammates. Like, I really praised you whenever you were the guy in the front waiting on your teammates, but now your teammates are the ones waiting on you, and you're choosing to go do something different. Like, so you've got it correct whenever you're the guy in front and you're too early, but when you're the guy late, you got to understand, like, my job is to just get up here and get this timing with my teammates. Instead, you take the flank and they both die, and like maybe you get the glory of getting the kills, but it doesn't even look like you're going to get all the kills. This guy's just going to get away. Whereas you could have just been in the fight with your teammate.
Ball dropped. Ball out of bounds.
An ally has slain the carrier.
Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Again, we're just not isolated. We're running into areas where we get shot from multiple directions. I like the idea here. Like, you're a little late, but the idea is correct. Like, you were the weak side guy, and yeah, it all works out. This is good. So what happens here that works out so well is, again, we've got a very clear 3-by-1. You're the weak side guy, so it's your job to flank or do something different. And you do that. Like, even though your teammates trade out stuff, like, you're here now to clean up on all their damage, and you're putting them in between all of you and just making it really bad for them. So really good recognition of your spot on the map.
It's yours.
Now we
Keep
get
it
the ball
that way
out.
to score.
Ball dropped.
Recognize our teammates are dying and drop the ball, go fight with our teammate. This all looks good. Hopefully too much damage. So we come here, again, teammates are kind of throwing, just being away from the ball and not getting any trades. We throw the ball out, we go fight with our teammate. This looks fantastic to me. Like, even now, though, we're still down numbers. I don't feel safe to move forward. Like, I'm just hugging something and, like, really isolating fights. So your teammate's going to be in a bad spot in a second. But you're also not, like, isolating your angles enough, because you get shot by, yeah, the guy on camo, and you get shot by this guy. Whereas if you're just up against this, you don't get shot by that guy, which gives you at least an even fight to deal with this guy. You could also get to, like, this pillar and hang out, but I think, at least in general, like, even this is not close enough to cover. Like, you need to really have your body touching the cover. Like, make it to where your controller can't even do an input in that direction. And you're still trying to live. Well, I lied. You're not trying to live. Really make this guy come and kill you. Like, you've got a teammate with you who's full shields. Like, make him come over here and kill you. Like, hold this wall. You see him coming this way, cut this way. You see him coming that way, cut this way. Like, really be the most annoying player ever. Make him really full commit to coming over here and killing you, or throwing a grenade. And then if he throws a grenade, you can just slide to the other pillar. But instead, you just jump out and give your life away for free. Like, play as hard to live as you do to get kills. Like, really want to emphasize not being an easy kill. The longer that you can waste their time, the more time you give your teammates to get back in the fight and do things on the rest of the map. So you can be really effective even without getting a kill, even if you're going to die, because you're just taking someone out of the map. Like, the decision to QT out. Again,
Enemy has
for whatever reason, every time you come in A plat, you just miss whatever's going on here. Like, very simple fix to that is like, as you approach this, always jump on this box and look this way. So you're blocking line of sight to this. Clear this first because you get this free kill. Then you can slide in here and do whatever you want. We come in here, like, we also have an indicator the guy just grabbed the ball over there. You also have the exclamation point over your teammate's head. But instead you're like really hard focused on what's going on in here.
ball dropped.
And the easiest way to fix that is to just isolate your angles.
Enemy
Like,
has the ball.
don't expose yourself this direction, so jump on that box, look that way, and then you can come in here if you want.
Power
Yep,
items
we've got
incoming.
numbers, so we need to be getting up the map quickly and helping. We're a little slow.
Power items now.
Enemy has
Again,
the
second
ball.
time this match where the just melee doesn't work out for you. You also had a repulse. You could have possibly repulsed him backwards. We're getting in desperation mode at this point.
Ball dropped.
Nice nade, but unfortunately I think that's going to be game. So again, I think a lot of really good things to point out here, but some things that you definitely need to work on, like being a line of sight whenever you have the ball in your hands, not jumping so much in fights. And then whenever you are the player that's in the back, like, you're not the first person to the fight, you're the second person to the fight, just recognizing I've got to get there at the same time as my teammates. Like, you're doing a good job when you're in the front of slowing down and waiting on teammates, but when you're in the back and they're in front of you, you got to do your best to get up the map fast and help them as quickly as possible. But anyways, solid gameplay. Glad to look at some more soon. And yeah, thanks.